What's going on, guys? This is Miasin and this is going to be the ABC testing video. I just love this deck. I learned a lot, honestly, and I did misplay a few times, but at least I was able to pinpoint all those misplays, so you're not going to be reproducing the same mistakes I have done. So before we get into this video, make sure you like and subscribe, and now let's jump right into it. Oh my god, I'm talking so freaking fast. What does my opponent have? Conquistador, Torrential, Imperm, Summon Limit, and Solemn Judgment. That's a pretty freaking good hand. Like 4 cards that actually screw me over, and 1 card that's eventually going to lead to an engine. So obviously Torrential Tribute here kinda rough, but all it really does is just stop me for a little while, then the Conquistador into what's going to probably be Link Spider, and then obviously set that Scarlet on the end phase. Top deck the border, the 1 card that can't really be used yet. So what am I going to be top decking? Pot of Prosperity, whatever. So now equip the Union Driver, which is going to be equipping the B, of course, every single time. Summon Limit is actually so freaking annoying here, so I really can't allow that Link Spider to crash on my monsters. And now the Imperm is a huge mistake here because the Crash Wyvern makes my monster unaffected by traps. If you can't negate the effect of the monster, since it's unaffected, the second part, so B, doesn't apply, which is the negating all the spells and traps in the same column, which is really, really important, right? It's not like 2 different things. In order to negate the spells and traps in the same column, you do have to be able to negate the monster. But this is so obvious that it's an Inspector border. But again, this Link Spider is super annoying. Main deck Starlight Road is really... it's way too much. It's way too much. But yeah, now I can make Platinum Gadget, but I really do have to be worry of him being able to summon that border, attack, crash the Link Spider and all of that. Actually, he didn't even need to do that anymore, but yeah, I really had to get rid of that Inspector border, which I couldn't, but it's all good in the hood. Yeah, just gonna set my cards. Rivalry goes in, oh my god, so that border isn't really helping him too much. Aquero, Scarlet, it didn't even summon El-Eldlich the Golden Lord yet, but still, the trap cards are super freaking annoying. Wasn't sure whether I would have to banish this card or this card, because I know this is Aquero, because of the Scarlet's effect in the grave, and the Summon Limit isn't a card that necessarily screws me over. I can just summon another Buster, and he just scoops it up, but I actually went for the Imperm, so that's the reason why I wasn't scared of this card. I knew for a fact that it had to be a Solemn, probably a Solemn Judgment, or a Solemn Warning or Strike. Probably not a Strike, because I never really needed to use like relevant effects, actual effect of monsters, and it doesn't negate inherent normal summons and stuff like that, unlike Warning and Judgment. I won the game there. Let's get into the next one. Okay, game 2, and my opponent actually made me go first. I don't know why, but it's fine. I can't make Dragon Buster because unfortunately I am under Droll and Logbird, and I really do needed that search with the Buster Drake. Now the Ice Dragon's Prison to at least steal the Golden Lord doesn't really do that much. It was kind of obvious that he was going to go for this, so there was no reason for me to set the other cards. I'm just gonna keep them in my hand. Now I really do have to be afraid of Summon Limit and Torrential. Well, Torrential no, but Summon Limit yes. And this is actually kind of annoying in a way. It can destroy and then immediately banish my card so it cannot trigger, but it's completely all good in the hood because I had another Terraforming for Hanger. The effect to equip, by the way, is not a hard once per turn, it's a soft once per turn. I can make the full board with like Buster and stuff like that, and there's just no way my opponent is winning, especially since I have the Golden Lord, so I can actually link off with it and find a way to banish all the remaining Golden Lords, because without this card, the El-Eldlich deck does nothing. And Jesus, look at all these lords. Oh my god. But yeah, RB1, let's get into the next one. Okay, Tri-Brigade. I'm going Pot of Prosperity. My opponent has Ash. I go Pot of Prosperity for 6, which is definitely correct when your hand is garbage. And I do get that Union Hanger, which is really important. And I get Ashed on it, but it doesn't matter because I hard drew a letter anyways. So ashing the Hanger is just so weak. It literally does nothing. Like, summon the B and then Platinum Gadget. B, search A. Try to use the effect, but the Imperm does kind of cuck me. All I can do is just set 2 and pass turn there. And my opponent has a hand that can actually play through 1 Imperm. Yeah, not ideal for me, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's going to be banishing 3, which is way too much. Way too much. Should have only banished 2, because now even with your extender you can't do anything. Like, you can banish 1, but then you'd have to go like, I don't know, Link Rebo or something, or Crash, and that just wouldn't really do enough. And of course, I have Forbidden Droplet, so nice deck. I won. Let's get into the next one. Okay, this is actually where it gets a little violent. So my hand actually sucks, and I have to go second against a ridiculously overpowered hand. This card is like absolute insanity, man. Oh my god. It is once per turn, but it's so freaking broken. It doesn't even have like restrictions. This card's nuts. But yeah, double freaking Recital Starling, even searches DD Crow and like the freaking Nerval into Kit. And then Utopic Future Draco, Harpy Conductor. Yeah, I mean, at this point, you don't really care because you're summoning the Wind Twin Bear statue or Apex Avion, so it doesn't matter. And this card, like, bro, oh my god, Omni Negate with like a Monster Negate and like multiple bounces, Ash and DD Crow. There's just absolutely no freaking way I win. Even summon this and then Surge the Nerval, top deck Desire. Oh my god. This deck is amazing when it works out, but yeah, couldn't do anything here. Well played. Okay, so now I'm going first, and again, my hand is garbage. I bricked. Oh my god, double Lancia. It actually screws me over from being able to summon Buster, ABC Dragon Buster for like one full turn. But when you brick, none of that matters, right? Feel like he should have went for Downward Magician here, so the Zeus could actually be used twice, but it's fine. 1-for-1 Ash, no thank you. And Nerval into El Mirage and then search what? Keris? That's a lot of commitment, to be honest, because you banish and then I go Forbidden Drop, or not. Yeah, Ice Dragon's Prison, Wing Beast, banish, boom, boom, boom. But I still have to worry about like a Zeus in simplified game state, so not doing well. It's not like I top deck like Union Hanger or anything. No. I'm not good at the game, remember? Yeah, exactly. Top deck, and again, unauthorized reactivation. What am I doing? Bro, I'm so unlucky at the game, right? Yeah, I can't do anything at all. But the rivalry of Warlords here is going to be kinda sick, NGL. Now, I do believe I kinda maybe messed up because I forgot that this card was even played. I was like, oh shit, it's true, it's a Beast Warrior. Yeah, unfortunately there is that, but it's gonna be fine. Now, when I went for Pot of Prosperity, I was like, I don't have Hanger access, but, well, I mean, even with a Hanger access, it doesn't really change anything because this can just bounce it on activation. But the Ice Dragon's Prison is so good here. Do you know why? If you understand why, you have an IQ of 25 billion, because when I made the connection in my head, I was like, oh my god, this is actually so sick. As long as I don't misplay, I can actually win against like a huge board. So you're actually going to see what I ended up doing, and the top deck Lancia actually freaking annoyed me here. But anyways, I revive back the Zeus, and I don't even use its effect. Now, he discards the Lancia, and I go unauthorized reactivation, equip A, and now the Zeus that I stole is unaffected by monster effects. 20 billion IQ play, 5-head. But again, this is still, you know, live, so it's really dangerous. I can attack over because I have to. If I attack over something else, on the end phase, you're just gonna bounce back the Assault Core and then bounce back the Zeus and I'm gonna die. Or bounce back the Rivalry, which is actually worse at this point. But yeah, I mean, I do believe that you should have bounced back the Rivalry and then use this effect to summon more stuff. Whatever, doesn't really matter too much. Trying to go for an aggressive play made no sense, because the thing is, I was like, I don't think you're gonna have the third Lancia in your hand. You already discarded 2, so I think you're just getting rid of your hand traps because I'm playing so passively. So the third Lancia seriously caught me off guard, and my obsession with trying to kill ended up with me dying. I should have just played it safe and just went Zeus beat down with a bunch of letters equipped. That would have been so much better. So I misplayed, 1,000,000,000% my fault. I do recognize it. I was just on way too low life points, so I would have won the grind game most likely, but definitely not the life point game. We live and learn. Anyways, let's get into the next one. Yeah, so I think I'm going first. Pot of Prosperity for 6. It's draw Hanger or bust, and I mean, when you're good the game, you're good at the game. There's just nothing else to say, honestly. Like I said, Pot of Prosperity is so broken in ABC because you can afford to just banish all the cards that you don't need in your extra deck in order to have the almost guarantee of having Hanger, which is really nice. And by almost guarantee, you obviously understand that that's not really, you know, it, but yeah, whatever. He draws like a weird hand, but a really good hand nonetheless, because Marionetter plus Multi-Faker Conquery, and of course I had to banish the shitty trap instead of the Solemn Strike, which is freaking annoying. So I was like, oh my god, unless you have like Strike, Multi-Faker, Conquery, I think I should be good. But that's exactly what he had, so I was like, no freaking way. Oh my god, that's just so bait for me. Oh my god, yeah, my ABC Dragon Buster just didn't really do too much, and my extra deck just isn't lined up to beat trap decks. So in a way, it's also kind of my fault. I should have had, I don't know, access code wouldn't have worked here. I don't know what I should have done, but obviously there was definitely a limit to the amount of plays that I actually could be doing. Now the Melusik top deck here is like good and bad at the same time. He needs trap cards, but you're going to see that it really doesn't change that much, because the Conquery here forces me to tag out, well, banish and tag out at the same time. Kind of acts as a skill drain, because it says while that monster is on the field. So it's not like Imperial Order that just says like negate all monster effects that are activated on the field. Well, negate all spells, but you get the point, right? Because a lot of people actually think that skill drain and Imperial Order function the same. So if you activate a spell and then you go Forbidden Drop, send for cost is still gonna resolve. It's not the case, again, really not the case, but whatever. I don't even know what I'm doing at this point. I think this is like my third buster. This is where Dagusto Emerald would have been like really freaking nice, but no. Anyways, banish that Melusik. That doesn't help me because he has the freaking protocol, and I don't really want to ash that Melusik effect in the graveyard because I know he already has the multi-faker. Yeah, that Marionetter, and of course, again, I was like, as long as it's not a proactive trap, and he top decked into one, so I'm like, no freaking way. Again, I'm back to being against 2 interruptions, but actually no, only 1 because he doesn't have the Silquiltis, and I can actually finally play after 20 billion turns, and no more Dragon Busters left in my freaking extra deck. So yeah, Daigusto Emerald definitely should be played against those grindy matchups, but whatever, all good. Yeah, so now I'm going second. The guy's kind of better than me at the game, so Extravagance, Terraforming into Secret Village, and yeah, well, yeah, I mean, Marionette set 5 in Secret Village. When you have Faker access with Secret Village, double Solemn Strike, and what else? Manifestation, well, the protocol was there because of the Marionette, but yeah, how am I winning the game? I don't know. I'm just not winning the game. So, oh, and by the way, I bricked. Just FYI. That Forbidden Drop wasn't doing anything, but even with Hanger, even if I didn't break, I still would have lost. Marionette, Secret Village was just, you know, it was just enough to kill me. And I'm gonna scoop in like a matter of seconds. Yeah. Alright, so I'm going first again. I break like there's no tomorrow because I drew the freaking Union Driver in like way too many letters. So I really have like 1 interruption, and it's like the shittiest one against Altergeist. So I literally have to like let this resolve because he could be sending something else. But no, he goes for the Imperm. We never know, we never know. Jesus, 4 Altergeist monsters in hand, kind of sus. Well, five monsters? I have no idea, but he had Extravagance anyway, so it really didn't matter. That's the thing with Altergeist, it can just randomly draw way too many monsters, but whatever, and I'm still gonna die, it's all good. So attack, and Linkribo kind of cooks me. Conquery again, of course. So negate the Hanger, which actually does nothing because I have another one. And bounce back, the Crush also does nothing. Solemn Strike, very frustrating, but at least I get to trigger my letters. So I'm going to be doing what? Because remember that I do have Union Driver, so I can't really do like an insane play. I really can't. Yeah, equip what? B? Okay, and then make Masquerena, summon 2 monsters, and I think I'm gonna go for a Unicorn here, which is obviously gonna eat the strike because I'm not good at the game. If not, then I could have went to Access Code Talker, so yeah, I literally just could have done so much, but instead of that, I can only really do like double Buster Pass. Freaking double strike, man. Oh my god. I'm still winning the game, but oh my god, I was so close to losing this just because of that freaking Union Driver. If it wasn't for that, would have been so much better. But anyways, that's pretty much it for this ABC testing video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.